Hello, my friends. Welcome to Paul's Take. And this is my take on Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? It's really kind of weird. I'm sure you probably know all about it since you're, or maybe not. Maybe you're like me and I was doing a bunch of research today trying to figure out what exactly is Bitcoin? What tangible asset are you really holding on to when you own Bitcoin? And is it worth it? Is it safe? Is it secure? Is it insured? All this stuff. I wasn't really sure. Now, so the best way to describe Bitcoin is a way to send money and receive money in a digital environment that can't be well, no, it can be traced. It's traced, but you're not using any banks. It's like one on one. Like if I want to send you money, or better yet, you send me money. You can send it Bitcoin, and then there's no like middleman. So I'm not sure why that's so important to Bitcoin people. Maybe because there's a slight transaction fee when you do it like through a bank or something. Or I'm not really sure. I'm not really 100% sure why it's so important not to have a middleman. Just maybe you don't want to be in people's business. Like if you're sending me some stuff because you want to buy some illegal contraband. I don't know, but it's not really about that. My, it's about sending and receiving money. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But anyways, the one thing about Bitcoin is, unlike like if I have a bank account, I might get a little interest from the bank. If I have a savings account, with Bitcoin, the value goes up normally. I guess it could go down. Yeah, I guess it does. It goes up and down. But there it goes. It's like having gold or something. But with gold, you actually have gold. Literally, you can buy gold and have it hold it in your hand and say, "Look, I got gold in my hand. I got an ounce of gold that's worth $20,000 because it's so rare. It's an actual commodity. They use it for jewelry, and they use it for like electronics and stuff, just like silver. But bitcoins, you can't really like say, give me a handful of Bitcoin, because it doesn't work that way. You can't really. It's not tangible assets. It's like a number. You own some code, like some block code. It's kind of hard to explain, and I don't really understand it myself. And that's why I personally am not heavily invested in Bitcoin. Now, I've got to admit, when it first came out, I still didn't know what it was about, but I jumped on the bandwagon because everybody was like, yeah, it's making a ton of money. Bitcoin's the way to go. You get rich quick. So I bought some Bitcoin, and it didn't really do much. I just got unlucky, I guess. I just sat there. And I think at the time it was, I have a tendency when I invest something, it usually goes down. That's the way it works. So I think it wasn't doing anything. So I think it was actually going down at the time. So I took out most of my money and I left a little bit in there just because, I don't know, for some reason I just left it in there. Just like, it wasn't much, maybe $30 or so, 30, 40. So I just left it in there, just whatever, just to see what happens. And so So I went back there recently, and it went up to I like have maybe I want to say 170, maybe $270 out of that 30. So I was like, wow, that's a pretty good investment after all. And I tell you the truth, I totally forgot about the account, and I only looked at it because somebody at my work is like, she's really into it, and she said she's making a lot of money on it. So I figured, let me give this a second look at it and get more of an understanding of what Bitcoin is. I still don't really know. I mean, I kind of get it. I kind of understand what they're saying. It's like a transaction, and you can only, they call it mining, but it's like producing blockchain. And there's only so much they can produce. It's kind of complicated, but there is a finite, not infinite, a finite amount of Bitcoins that will be ever produced in the history of Bitcoin. So, and they're getting near. I think right now they're at 85% of that total amount. And then, like, as of like money, paper money, they're just printing and printing and printing money, and that's why it's losing value, right? But in this sense, there's only so much. But so much what? It's like so much code. Who cares? I don't get it. I don't get it. It makes no sense because also here's my thing as well. Yeah, okay. So there's an infinite amount, but there's nothing to stop somebody else from making their own Bitcoin. They could make like Paul's Take coin and use the same type of cryptology, blockchains to make my own transactions. And there's all everywhere you turn, or every time you turn around, there is a new kind of Bitcoinish knockoff. But Bitcoin apparently is the one that's holding, like it's the most popular one. It's like the first, the most popular. But really, if at any point there could be a better one or another one. So even though when that one hits its peak, I don't see why it even makes a difference. I guess the whole interesting thing about Bitcoin is it does increase in value. But my thing is this. Okay, so say, like me, I have 100, like, it's like $200 in Bitcoin right now. Whoa, $200 out of 30. It came from $30. Now I got $200. Well, if it all of a sudden there's a crash or something, somebody hacks the system, or somehow something or someone somehow makes it obsolete. Maybe somebody was able to figure out how to hack into the system, and they spread the way to hack into it. Now everybody's hacking into it, so now it's not secure, and everybody's just creating their own Bitcoin with their cell phone or something, some app or something. Now I'm pretty sure that can't happen, but just say something like that happened. Well, it's like you have there's nobody to go to. It's like if your money, if it drops, it goes to zero, you're broke. So I can see having some money. You get some play money, you throw in there, but I wouldn't. Me personally, if I'm gonna put like my life savings into something, I want something tangible, something I could sell. Like if I bought a classic Mustang, if I keep it in good condition, I could resell it. Of course, it could crash, but but at least it's a tangible thing. It's not gonna like just somebody's gonna. Well, I guess somebody could crash into it. It's probably less secure, really. It's probably less secure, but it's real. If I bought a new camera for my YouTube videos, well, I could, for one, try to use it to make money on YouTube, and two, I could sell a camera. It's real. Gold. There's only so much gold. They could mine gold for real mining. You have a real asset in your hand. That way, if the power goes out, well, the cryptocurrency probably going to do you too well. Probably just going to be like, well, what are you going to say? Wait till the power goes back on, I'll give you that cryptocurrency if it's still there somewhere in the World Wide Web, but it might get zapped out by a radioactive sunburst from the sky, from the sun. They have those what do you call those things? The sun flares or something? I don't know. Or who knows, maybe China will send off a nuke into the atmosphere and just like totally knock out the electronics. Well, there goes your blockchain. And I'm not saying don't invest in blockchain. I'm saying you do whatever you want. I'm just saying why I am kind of hesitant to mess with it. It doesn't make enough sense for me. Now, granted, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. The second smartest. So I don't really get it. So if you get it and you feel completely secure in it, that's your business. Me, myself, I guess for me, I would have to understand it completely for me to invest a lot of money in Bitcoin. Now, I could buy, I have no problem, like say there's something you want to buy online and you want to send Bitcoin. Well, I don't have a problem at all going over to my account and then dropping real money into my account, converting that's how you get Bitcoin anyways, unless you're mining it. Buying some Bitcoin and then sending the Bitcoin to whoever is receiving the Bitcoin, and then they give me my product or something. So I could see it being used as a way of transferring money. But to me, to hold on to a large amount, seems dangerous. Seems scary. That's just me, though. Like I said, if it's, I would say, if you're doing well in Bitcoin, take out your initial investment and let the rest ride. If that crashes, you got your money back. But the thing that sucks is, like say you started off with $100, now you got $1 million. You take out your $100, it crashes. Well, now you only have $100. But if you took out half, you could have half $1,000,000 at least. That ain't too bad. So be smart with your Bitcoin. I say I would try to. I don't know. I'm just afraid at any given moment, gone, all of it. And There's nobody to go to. There's no insurance. It's not insured. Like say somebody breaks into a bank and steals all your money. Well, that's FDI and what's it, FDAIO insured by the government. So who cares? Take the money. They're going to insure it anyways. It might take a while. It might be delayed or whatever. Or if you use a credit card and somebody hacks the credit card account and use your credit card to buy a TV or something, well, you can dispute it to your credit card company, and they'll say, oh, yeah, okay, we'll reverse the charges. It's on them. That's why you pay a little extra. But Bitcoin, if you send somebody some money to buy a boat or something, or a car, or whatever, if they don't return it, if you don't actually get the product, who do you dispute it with? I don't know. Maybe there's somebody. I'd look at. I didn't see anything about that, but maybe you could. Maybe you can dispute it. But that's my big thing. For transactions, you know, that not a huge. I wouldn't do a huge transaction either. Like if it's like I said, $10,000, you don't get your thing. Yeah, I don't want my thing. I'd be pissed if I lost $10,000. I'm not rich like you. $10,000, that's a lot of money. So, I don't know. That's me. Small transactions, you gotta get to buy a book or something, buy a laptop. You know, I don't know. What are you gonna buy? If it's low, you can afford to lose the money. You know, I just think I'll stick with my credit cards. That's just me. I don't see really a point in it. I'll just leave my little $200 in there, and if I become a millionaire with $200, I'm gonna take that sucker out as fast as I can. I'll leave some to ride though, because you might make $2 million. But that would be me. I'm not telling you what to do. That's what I would do. I don't even trust the Bitcoin altogether. That's why I'm not really heavily invested in it. But I don't know. But you never know. I might change. I might learn more. I might get some insight. I might, because really, when you think about it, I don't know. I don't say stocks are similar, but at least stocks, you do have a middleman that has records and stuff of all your transactions. And I guess you would go to them and be like, hey, wait, where's my stock in what stock? I don't know, IBM or something. Where did it go? The value might drop, but you still have the stock. You have a record of the stock. That's just me. I say, be careful. Thanks for watching Paul's Take. And that's my take on Bitcoin. What the hell? What do you think? Tell me why I should trust it. I'd like to know. Is it insured? I don't know. You tell me. Thanks for watching Paul's Take.